So there's our casserole, folks. Not in the oven yet, but we're getting close. Excuse my cough, I apologize for that. We need to turn this up. We'll hit this up with a bit of salt. The MSG, at least over the top. And pepper. And before I throw this in the oven, we'll give the rim a nice wipe because I know I got my sauce covered hands all over the rim. And do I want to put let's throw a pan underneath this just to be safe. I think we're going to be perfectly fine, but yeah, it's a lot easier to clean up a pan than the bottom of your oven, especially when you got parchment on it. Oven's up to temp. So I think we're going to throw this in there. How long we got to cook this thing? How is this? Let me look at my inspiration recipe here. All right. So we're going in the oven 30-ish minutes. Oh, I'm just noticing this is a Kenji recipe. I'll point out the recipe because it's Kenji Alt Lopez. That button doesn't work, apparently. There we go. There is our dinner of the evening. So, comparing that to this, I think I'm doing okay. I've made several changes throughout this thing. First off being the recipe here doesn't have beef, doesn't have a lower layer. I've added the bottom layer to this casserole. Additionally, I also changed up how I'm handling the potatoes from that, but if you look, pretty much the same. All right, going in the oven. I'll like, how many was that? 6 potatoes? 7 potatoes? It was at least 6. And a pound of beef. And sauce. And cheese. So I'm just chilling here for the next 30 minutes, chat. So I'm going to be cleaning up. Maybe we'll take an AFK here. We'll see how things go. But I'm going to go ahead and clean up all these dishes so my kitchen's nice and clean. It has been so nice the last couple of days. My kitchen's been much cleaner the last couple of days. And when the kitchen's cleaner, it just feels like the world just goes so much easier. Copper's starting to lighten up again. It's been dark for so long. I've been using these pans quite a bit, and they sort of cycle between darker and more brass-like or more copper-like. But as you can see, I'm also wearing away that surface, and so I'm doing my best to just keep it clean, not necessarily scrub it completely perfectly. Like, that's just going to wear away what metal I have left there. I'm sure the buildup on it is not great for temperature, but it's not like I'm using it for candy and stuff all the time anyways. Might be worth properly hitting that up before using it for something like that, but if I'm going to the trouble for copper for temperature reasons, I'm probably wanting an all copper pot, which I don't want to deal with cleaning and tarnishing and ugh. Thank you for the follow. I guess I should put a timer up here. Let's pull up a timer. How much longer do we got here? 22 minutes. Let's do 21. Where is my timer? So who's got something new and exciting to report? Who's tried out something new to eat lately? Who else is frustrated with AI? Tried to get myself. Uh-oh, I got soap in my cast iron. Uh-oh. Whatever will I do? It's soapy, chat. Hey, Fluffy. Have I gotten you addicted to Minecraft again? Or re-addicted? Or newly addicted? I saw you were playing most of the day in Discord. Or at least had it open. I don't know if you're actually playing. Like, I'll AFK and leave Minecraft open half the time and... Nice. So nice. I slept horrible last night. Like, I'm not tired, I'm not really feeling it today. But I got like maybe 3 or 4 hours of sleep last night. I was just hanging, like, it wasn't like I was really, like, I was just wired. I just didn't want to go to sleep. I was sitting there on my phone for ages. Which I don't try to use my phone much at night. I leave it near my bed for emergencies and all that fun stuff. But I mostly try and just put it there and go to sleep. And I'm usually pretty good about that at night. It's the morning that I have a problem. I wake up and then I sit there and scroll for an hour or two. Go through the news, that sort of fun stuff. So I was expecting to crash at one point this afternoon. My body seems to be fine with it, so. No, occasionally when I'm feeling like I don't think I'm getting tired and I want to get tired to go to sleep, I'll switch over to, oops, sorry, chat. What do you call them? The glasses that take out, is it the blue light? Yeah, the blue light. They take out the blue light from things, so like your monitors and your phones and stuff like that all. There's some people that are big into that and don't want to, and wear them like all the time where they're in front of the computer. And yeah, my phone has automatically changes to a little bit more yellower at night too. But I don't necessarily agree with it to that degree, but it most certainly affects me to a minor level as far as getting tired late in the night. If I'm just sitting there with blue light, I've got LED lights in my living room, and so they're blue light or white light, and my monitors are obviously blue or white light, and so, but I wasn't in my living room all last night. I actually tried to go to bed. I just sat there and, I'm bored. I'm not bored right now, though, chat. I feel like I'm actually talking tonight. I'm usually a little less talkative than this, at least lately. Yep, we got some yummy potatoes in that oven. We're actually shooting to make something along the lines of this. This is I'm not following this recipe directly, but this was our inspiration for tonight, and I actually think my casserole looks quite similar to that. I think he's got some flecks of cheese in there. I just got cheese underneath all the potatoes. So that's what we're shooting for tonight's photo. Hey, Zeeks. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, you missed the main preparation part tonight. I'm pretty much done cooking. I'm sitting here cleaning everything up because our casserole is cooking in the oven. And let's put you on top of you. Yep, it's still daylight here. Actually doesn't, well, we're getting close to sunset. We're getting that nice glare going through the window. I don't know, maybe I should buy some curtains. Well, I like the windows. And I know myself, I probably wouldn't be opening and closing shades on the door. It's annoying that it blocks in the video. But I think I'm going to leave it. I don't know. That's something I could have handled ages ago. Ricardo! Achiote paste. I didn't know what ricotta was off the top of my head. I definitely know what achiote is. That sounds a little bit different from what I'm used to knowing for that too. But then again, like the primary reason that I've been introduced to achiote is because of the natto and the coloring from the natto. It's an interesting mix of spices there. Like you got the that's definitely like that's a weird mix of spices. Like you got some definite Asian influence there, and then you got like, yeah. What started my interest in cooking? I took college courses outside of high school. When I got out of high school, I guess I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I had some ideas of things I wanted to do. I started off going after computer sciences and stuff like that, and quickly lost interest because I had to learn a bunch of dead languages in order to get anywhere as far as school is concerned. And so I jumped around a lot in the community college where it was not overly... it was basically cheap health insurance for my parents at that point because I was under 25, so I was still covered underneath them. The still cost versus paying for health insurance. And so I tried all sorts of stuff when I was at that college. I went through geography. I went through psychology, sociology. I did all my courses to get my CCNA. I never took the course, never took the test. I ended up in their culinary area and just absolutely realized that I could spend all day in a kitchen, not really feel hungry, and, enjoy myself. And from there I realized I wasn't going to get anywhere going to small college, local city college sort of a thing, and moved on to going to the Culinary Institute of America. Yeah, I need to get some allergy medicine. My nose is driving me nuts here on stream. I hadn't noticed it until I started streaming. Still got soup chat. I got maybe 1.5 bowls of soup left. And the handle's in the way of where I put my water. Yeah, but I had, as far as I'm trying to remember what all it was, but there was, I know I had to take at least 2 courses of basic, and I think there was a course that I actually took underneath that, where I was just like, why am I doing this? And I just wanted to get to doing VB, which was what I was already sort of coding with at home to do websites, because I was doing website stuff around that time. That was one of the other things I bounced to in that time period. Let's see, what else do we got that we can clean up here? That counter's always dirty over there, because that's where all my dirty stuff goes. That's a little bit better, dad joke. Dad joke was repeating themselves earlier. Well, I didn't really learn VB. I should take that back. I did toy around with it a little bit. I did create a little, like, couple Hello World, like, VB scripts. But I was really using VB script, which was sort of like the dumbed down version of VB that could be used for ASP or active server pages. Visual Basic. VB is Visual Basic, which that screen you're looking at right now, if it's a Windows monitor, most of the programs were designed in that. Yeah, Zeeks, a lot of it's changed. A lot of it's the same, but a lot of it's changed at the same time. But like when I was in high school, I was doing all sorts of competitive gameplay, and I actually, at one point, owned the domain Planet Ladder. You know, when you had all of the games being... I probably would have gotten sued my butt off if I actually had done this and had gotten notable. But back in the day, I don't know if anyone's old enough to remember, but all the games back then, you had like Planet this and Planet this and Planet that and PlanetThat.com. They were all sort of like the same company. I don't really know if they're still around or not. And I had bought Planet Ladder and Ladder Planet actually, and had developed a whole website to be like an active ladder competition system between different groups or tribes or clans or what have you, teams. I'm not 100%, my memory isn't 100% on that. I think I lost a vast majority of my coding, and like, we're talking like months of coding as a kid. And I think I had a hardware failure, or I don't remember, but I lost a good portion of it. Nope. Thank you for the follow. Exactly, yeah. And so, you know, that was a combination of a back-end database and a gazillion if-then statements. Like, I didn't understand arrays or anything. Do you prefer Sprite, Pepsi, or Fanta on your steak and chicken? Well, I have cooked with Fanta. I don't know that I've cooked with Sprite or Pepsi. I've certainly done Dr. Pepper ribs, and I've done, what else have I done? I've done stuff with ginger ale on stream. Sodas are usually okay for making sauces. They're not great, but they're usually okay. I mean, they're full of sugar, and they usually got some pretty good flavors to go along with them. They don't do great as far as like poaching or boiling or... Yeah, Dr. Pepper is another one that I've used as far as... I think I've done Mountain Dew ribs too at one point. I seem to use sodas and ribs. So that was our timer. Let's see what we got down here. Ooh. I think I want to give that a little bit longer though, chat. I don't think we're there yet. But Combat King, if you're a big fan of odd foods and odd interesting things, actually we can talk about that right now. Because tomorrow is my ingredient challenge night, where chat gets to nominate an ingredient that I have to use to make dinner and dessert. And it is looking like Campbell's Cream of Chicken won this week. So we're making dessert with Campbell's Cream of Chicken tomorrow, chat. I enabled developer mode on Discord, and now it's annoying me because delete is no longer the bottom one in my menu list there. Because if you have developer mode on, you can look up IDs all over the place in Discord. You can honestly say you've never had cream of chicken. It is, when it comes to Campbell's Cream of Chicken, which is what I'll mostly, you still have, it's a base of a lot of recipes, yeah, Zeeks, and it's used in all sorts of things along that line, all sorts of casseroles, all sorts of, but it's typically a very velvety, very smooth soup, and then it's Campbell's, so you get a few, like, little pieces of, like, millimeter by millimeter diced chunks of chicken in there. That's almost exactly what it is. Like, I mean, they put a couple of pieces of chicken in there to say that they put chicken in it, but it was basically a thickened stock with some cream. So that's going to be a toughie for, like, well, actually, I'm sitting here thinking, I mean, it's basically a cream soup, because the chicken, it's there, but it's rather mild, and chicken, I mean, chicken is essentially manufactured to taste like nothing. You look at the top ingredients in the world, they don't taste like anything. Water, chicken, tilapia. And then, of course, because it's canned and pre-made, it's usually like a solid, like, Jell-O block when you pull it out. Actually, no, now that I remember, that one isn't typically, that one's usually a little thick to pour, but pourable almost. Now that's funny, because I would normally think of cream of chicken being mild compared to cream of mushroom, but when it comes to Campbell's, like if I did a mushroom soup, and I used to do a cream of mushroom soup for my business, because there was mushroom and dairy vendors at the farmers markets. It was thick. Not what they were doing. Salty yellow fake chicken goo. I'm gonna give it another minute here. When I looked in there, it wasn't nearly as nicely browned as our target audience. It did have one like piece of potato that was like so perfectly cooked, but it was like the only piece in there that was, I'd probably end up just letting that one burn and pull it out. Yeah, Zeke, that's sort of what I was getting, like, it certainly doesn't have my cream and mushroom flavor. A cream and mushroom and versus cream of chicken. Cream of mushroom, you'll see that one typically in all the green bean casseroles and cream of golden mushroom, huh? Wonder what mushrooms they're using for golden mushroom. I don't know of a variety. There probably is a mushroom called golden mushroom, but whether it's edible and what they're using, but why did I move? Oh, I was cleaning the counter over there. A little beef broth, a little tomato in it. Locked on me. I need some more water here. I'm overheating. So let's pull out this. Let's see what we got. You know, I think that still needs a bit more time. I almost want to throw that under the broiler a little bit. Potatoes feel like they're cooked through. Yeah, I'm sort of thinking I might want to broil this a little bit. How does a broiler work, actually? It's essentially an upside down range. It's just got the flame is on the top of the oven instead of the bottom. A weekly theme submission. Thank you, Zeeks. Our next space for that. Oops, that's a little long there. That one's an extra day there. We're going to add that on after Ozzy's theme next week. So how's the 21st through the 27th sound to you? Zeke's, you going to be able to be around? Ozzy picked a week of cocktail pairings. So all next week, after we get through our ingredient challenge tomorrow, we're going to be doing cocktail pairings for the next 3 streams. I'm not using ChatGPT's suggestions when it came to that. I was toying around with that idea. So that sound okay to you, Zeeks? It's now in the calendar there, unless you got an issue with it. So I'm going to switch over to broil. I'm going to pull my oven door open as that lights and heats up. And we're going to switch to putting this lengthwise because the flame in this is along this center beam in the oven, and so we want this to line up with that. I'd call shepherd's pie a casserole. And so we'll go ahead and throw this in because the temperature on this isn't so much that we're just applying direct flame to the top of this to try and get some color on it. Quite possibly, Zeeks. That one I'm a little bit... I guess you have all sorts of... You can have tuna noodle casserole and stuff like that. You have pasta casserole, so yeah. I'm sure lasagna can be called a casserole. I've certainly seen lasagnas that are more casserole-like than lasagna-like. But we want to leave this in here too long. We just want to leave it in there and get some color on top. I don't know, are they, chat? What's chat think? If someone goes sunbathing, are they a casserole? Ah, but is it in a casserole dish? Does I don't know if the lounge chair counts as a dish. I mean, maybe if they're cute, they're a dish. We're a little bit low for this, but I sort of think of a tanning bed as a little bit more, well, it's either a solar oven or it's a salamander. Could be a commercial broiler too, which commercial broilers are what most of your steaks are made on. For those that don't know, we have grills. Your typical fast casual restaurant probably has a grill. Your fast casual steak restaurant also probably has a grill. But the old school, the Mortons, the real steakhouse places, those ones that are serving you steaks without the grill marks on them, those are from the broiler. We're getting there. And I was sort of thinking the difference between salamanders and broilers was you could adjust the height from the flame, but that isn't the case. I guess the only real difference between a salamander and a broiler is a dedicated one, and a salamander is typically like above a stove or above. Or maybe it's just like most things and everything's got like 5 names. Oof. Did you burn something, unfortunately? I hope not. My oven most certainly does not, but yeah. If you got yourself an electric oven, just forget that you have a broiler function. That's a waste of your time. This is another one of those, you want gas. You want that flame. Hey Celtic, how you been? Thank you for the resub. Thank you. Welcome back. How you been? I've been doing well. Been doing better lately. Not there yet. I just got tired of waiting. So we're moving this up one on the rack. But we're getting some color there, chat. We're starting to get some color there. Having fun, Celtic, yeah. And like I said, I've been feeling better, which is a big thing. Was it a hassle to prep? It was a little fuss work, like, probably be a good project. Well, maybe a good project for kids, depending on how, fine detail they are. But essentially, it's slicing all of them on a mandolin. Thin slice. You can cut them if you want to, but I used a mandolin. And then coat them in a cheese and bechamel sauce. I used to use the seasoned bechamel sauce. Put the beef on the bottom layer of Gouda, and then carefully restack the potatoes. That was the longer period time of that, is mixing them with the bechamel so they all individually got coated. Because if you slice a whole bunch of potatoes to sort of stick together, you had to put them in there. And then had to restack them, basically. But that was the only, it was a little time consuming, it wasn't hard. Okay. We'll give that a flip in another minute or two. We're looking really close now, though. I certainly wasn't part of the start of Team Bone-In, but I joined right in as Mixer had its last days, and I was forced to come over here to Twitch. And I wanted to do my best to help support it. But yeah, things don't always work out. No, I did not. I peeled them. So that's all nice, crispy color there. There is no peels there. And then we'll finish it with a little of this stuff.